What's up, guys? Dirty Mike with Dirty Mike Crypto back with another video. We're going to be continuing our Dirty Dozen series tonight with the guys from DiveWallet. Are you guys there with us?
We are.
Hey, what's up?
Awesome.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, it's good to have you guys here with us tonight. I got some questions for you guys, and feel free, whoever wants to jump in and answer them. Just say your name, who you are, because we got a bunch of people in with us tonight. We got 4 members of the team with us. So let's get started here, guys. Why did you decide to create a wallet as, your main, utility to kind of build everything around?
So I guess I'll take this one. So I was approached by Jeremy at the very initial stages in a community that we were both involved in, and he kind of came to me and he was like, I have an idea for the project. Like, we need to build a wallet that does, all these great things that's in the white paper and that we're all about. And I was like, that's a really great idea. And now I've honestly just been busting my behind to try to make it happen. So, I mean, I guess all the credit goes to Jeremy for coming to me with the idea.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, that kind of leads into the next question. How did you guys all meet?
So yeah, we're all involved in the same couple spaces, I guess. Whether it's certain other projects that we're all involved in, or there's one particular community that we're all involved in that Jake is a really big part of, Jeremy's a big part of, and I was a part of for a while, and that's where the conversation started between me and Jeremy. And then once the conversation started after he approached me, we onboarded Jake like immediately. And then after that, my 2 best friends who aren't here right now, I decided that I needed help on the technical side of things, and immediately went to them because they're my best friends in real life. They're the smartest people I know, and yeah, so that's how everything kind of came to be what it is now.
That's awesome. Yeah, your
group. For me,
go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, I'm Jake,
Hey.
Irish grandma hands. So for me, it all started when I just turned 2, and the day after, this other guy came along and wanted to try to run things.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Gavin. I'm APEC. Yeah, so I'm kind of the guy behind the keyboard on the technical side of things.
Yeah, we all know Irish grandma hands.
Yeah, everyone does.
And I'm Jeremy. Everybody knows me as Sober in there. I just wanted to say, yeah, we were all kind of hanging out in the Ignite one night, and I was talking to APEC really late, and we were just firing back and forth about these ideas and how we can make it come to life. Yep. This wallet is going to change the game. I don't know if you guys are ready for this or not, but we have some major things lined up. We haven't even let out the biggest secret of where the volume drive is going to come from and how we're going to make such an amazing product, but you guys are ready, man. It's going to get blown away.
Well, that actually is a perfect segue into the next question. What'll make your wallet different and more secure than, some of the other options that are out there currently?
So I could say, oh, go ahead, APEC.
No, you're good. Go for it. All you.
Okay. I was going to say, one of the things that's lacking out of all the wallets, man, is it has no information. You click on your coin, it tells you a price that you can kind of guess whether it's right or wrong, depending on where CMC is at that day. Or you can use our wallet and you can choose where your pricing comes from. You can also click on any kind of asset that you have in there. You can find out how much you spent on it, how much in reflections you got from that certain coin, how much total you have invested in it, your profits and losses. You can click on one button and find all your transaction history. But that's not enough. We wanted to step it up a little bit and make it more secure.
So what did you do?
Well, what's the most insecure thing about wallets, right? You leave yourself connected to like Pink Sale or other D-apps. Well, we're going to have one button to revoke all the permissions. That's one big thing that we're going to go for. And then the other biggest thing on there is going to let you know, hey, you're still connected to this side, and this side. If you have a premium feature of it and you're a pro member, which, by the way, pro member, you don't have to pay for it. You actually get paid to be a pro member because you get reflections by holding the coin, and holding enough coins is what gets you a pro membership. It's really exciting because it's going to have auto disconnect after a certain time period. And yeah, I think it's going to be great, man.
So you're saying you don't have to go to BSC scan and unconnect everything that you're attached to. You can just do it with one click of a button from your wallet.
That's it, man. And you can choose which ones you revoke permissions for because nobody wants to revoke the BNB or BUSD permissions because you probably trading for back and forth all day with those.
Right.
So you'll be able to pick and choose between which ones you want to revoke, and it'll let you know that all the ones that have permissions to that contract.
And you'll be able to source whatever price you want from like CMC, Dex Tools, PooCoin, etc.
Right. Wherever the prices are coming from, you can pick the source. So that's going to be a major game changer for things that when you're locked in, say, in Trust Wallet, and the only value you can see in it is a wrong one, right? Everybody
Exactly.
freaks out. That causes markets to go down. You know what I mean? Like whether or not they choose to admit it, CMC cost a lot of people a lot of money when they started messing up really big. So that's going to avoid all that, and I think it's going to be a game changer in that space.
Yeah, I've always personally loved it when I've logged in and I've seen I'm worth like $800 billion all of a sudden. So,
Right.
but no,
At one point, it told me 4.7 trillion US dollars from EGC a few months back, and I was like, "Yoo-hoo!"
I
Yeah,
remember
I was
that.
like,
I remember
yeah,
when I first got into EGC. Yeah, it did that glitch and we were all trillionaires.
yeah. I mean, I was like, yeah. I woke my roommate up that morning, and I was like, dude, we're trillionaires. Scared him, and yeah, that was funny.
One
My
feature.
boss was saying, "Oh, you only put in like 2 can lights," and I didn't have the balls to tell him like why I was so distracted.
Well, at least you didn't quit. At least everybody didn't quit their jobs.
Right.
Yeah, think about that. I wonder how many people went to their boss and finally told him what they thought of him.
Right. And then it corrects later in the day, and you're like, damn, I only got a couple thousand.
Right? I thought it was April Fool's. My bad.
So let me ask you guys. So what's the inspiration for naming a dive wallet? Where did that come from?
So I guess I'll take this one. So originally it wasn't DiveWallet. Originally, like if you were around at the beginning, it was called DeepWallet. But as we were searching the internet, we found a project that was being done, or we think was being done, named DiveWallet. Who clearly had the name first. They had a copyright on the page from 2020. Though we don't know if it was an active project or a project that was dead in the water. We didn't want to step on toes, so we got together, and I think Andrew actually came up with Dive, and we were all like, "That's cool. Like, we like it. It still kind of keeps the same theme and everything." And so yeah, that's kind of where that came from. As to where DeepWallet came from, that was all Jeremy. He came to me with that name, and I was like, "That's a cool name." So.
Well,
It was kind of a double entendre, you go deep into your wallet and find out what you've invested in and how much you invested, or you go diving into your wallet and find out the same thing. So it's kind of like we want to dive in and see what we're doing, where
well,
our
me
money's
and
at.
me and Jake kind of have an inside story there with Deep Wallet. I remember when I was trying to make a video for you guys. The thumbnail I was making wouldn't stop saying Deep Wallet on it, no matter how hard I tried to do it. I changed it about 80 times at about 2:30 in the morning, and you remember that, Jake?
Yeah. Yeah,
He's like,
you were like, you told me you're going to bed like 3 different times. You're like, I'm going to bed, and then you'd hit me up and go, okay, I think I get it fixed. And I go and check it. I'm like, no, dude's still saying it. And you're like, God damn, I hate this.
well, what happens is when you upload the YouTube videos, it'll keep what you first put as the in your like description in your thumbnail that you do. So I actually had to delete the video and reinstall it to change it. So yeah, I mean, I was pulling my hair out that night. I'm like, I just want to go to bed, but I don't want to go to bed with it like this.
I appreciate it, man.
Of course. All right, we're going to lighten it up for this next question, and everybody take your turn answering this. What dinner would you choose as your last meal?
Oh, I'll go first on that, man. This is Jeremy again. I'd probably pick sushi, man. Sushi is one of the guilty pleasures of mine. I will eat way too much of it and feel terrible afterwards, but love me some good sushi.
Oh my God, that was EJ's exact answer the other day from Ever Reflect when I asked him that. Oh my God, that's good sushi. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, I had a dish that I used to really like to make that I haven't made in a while that I thought about recently. It was the cilantro stuffed tri-tip.
Oh,
And I love a really well done, juicy, pink in the middle, big hunk of meat like that. And it's an obtainable price point for people. You can spend 20, 25 bucks on a real nice hunk of meat. And then if it's done right, it's gourmet. And in this particular recipe, you can slice a pocket through it and then stuff it with this mixture with Monterey Jack cheese, some
oh,
eggs, some crew cheese,
gosh.
and some cilantro and some lime juice. And then you stitch it closed and bake it for about 40 minutes at 350 or 400. I forget now. But yeah, I was just thinking about that recipe the other day. And then you're supposed to glaze it with the pepper jelly over the top for like the last 10 minutes and let that kind of just cake on
Caramelize
top of
on
it.
top. Yeah. Oh my God, that
Yeah.
sounds so good.
It's yummy, bro.
Uh,
Yeah. What about you, Gavin?
I I don't know, man. I guess I'm gonna go with like gumbo or something from home. Uh, it's kind of like a go-to for me.
That's like the gumbo and po' boys. If you're from Louisiana, that's I guess like your go-to.
Jambalaya, po' boys, gumbo, etouffee, everything like that, man. All good.
I think Gavin's just a little too young to ever thought about a last meal, probably.
Yeah, not a question I've considered ever.
Well, there you go. That's I like catching people by surprise there. That's always a good one. We'll get back into the project now. So once you launch, well, first of all, tell me when the launch is for everybody who doesn't know when the pre-sale is and the launch. Why don't you let everybody know a timeline there?
Okay, cool. So we're launching on March 5th, as of now. Assuming everything continues to go to plan, which everything has been on track. It's been great. We're not launching on Pink Sale. That's one thing we're trying to get across. No Pink Sale. We're launching on a brand new platform through our through our partnership with Tango Crypto and Ignite. We're going to be launching on Ignite DeFi's brand new launchpad. And that will be rolling out on February 28th. So we'll have a pre-sale link around the 28th, we assume. We plan on doing pre-sale and public launch on March 5th. Pre-sale will be 500 BNB hard cap, 250 soft cap, with a 2 BNB buy max. There are 250 whitelist spots. So if you do the math on that, it'll allow every single person who has a whitelist spot the opportunity to buy the maximum amount of tokens in pre-sale.
That's
Which
great. That is
yeah,
huge.
something we're excited about. There's no reason, not to have that, and it makes pre-sale a little bit less stressful. Now, after we figure that not everyone's going to be able to buy the max, which is
Right.
totally fine, because after either 30 or 40 minutes, still deciding, it'll flip over to a public pre-sale, where the rest of the hard cap will finish out. And then after that, 30 minutes or so later, we plan to go live on Pancake Swap. That's how we foresee it going. And we're really excited about the new launch pad, along with allowing everybody in the whitelist to kind of have that opportunity.
Yeah, that's key, man. I like that everybody will have the opportunity to buy it because it's a shame like sometimes if you get whitelisted and you don't even get to get your token. So that's
Yeah,
cool that you
well,
guys are doing it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Even if it ends up, pre-sale won't be done in 30 seconds, right? Or I mean, I guess it's possible, right? But it's very unlikely, which is totally fine because it'll provide every single person with every single one of those 250 people will have the opportunity to buy I think it's something like 1.16 trillion tokens per person.
1.16. Okay.
That's with the 2 BNB max because our rate is 580 billion per BNB for pre-sale. So that's something we're really excited about, and it'll allow the people it'll probably allow the public to have a chance as well.
Cool. That's great. Now, once you're launched, how long do you anticipate it'll take to develop the wallet?
Right. So as of now, our roadmap has us at Q3, which we think is a super reasonable timeline. As like we plan to right after launch, right, whether it's a day or a week, something like that. Actually getting in contact and getting the wallet development started. So we have it at Q3. and people within the community will be updated frequently about, how things are going and all that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Again, we're not going to like rush anything though. If it does end up taking a little bit longer, people in this community should be investing in the product, not just the token, right? I mean, we're aiming to change the standard in crypto wallet security, practicality, everything. And to do that, you can't do that, overnight.
No, definitely not. I ask everybody this. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Real quick, sorry, I wanted to add on to that really quick. I did want to say, while our dev, the main dev for the wallet, isn't going to be based with us, our technical team is going to work hand in hand so that they know every aspect of what's going on with the wallet. So when we need to do upgrades, updates, and add more onto it, they can easily do that in the future. So I know that's a concern that was brought up to me before, like, well, what happens if the dev charges more than you anticipate? They're going to be working hand in hand, so they'll be part of the team, but they won't be based with us. So just want to put that out there.
Yeah. So yeah, we plan. So we're vetting devs heavily. So me, Jay and Andrew, who are the guys behind the screens on the technical side of things. We're vetting devs very, very heavily, and we know exactly what we want, and we're going to make sure that we're going to do everything in our power to make exactly what we want come to life. So we're being picky, but a good picky.
That's good. That's good. You guys are doing great, man. You guys are actually segueing into my next questions way too often. So you guys are making this really easy for me. The next question kind of goes right along with that. What do you think is important to do for a new project like yourselves to assure investors that it's, like a legitimate project? Because I mean, we all know that what kind of stuff's out there.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, look, right out the gate in the initial white paper, we were doxxed, right? Name, face, everything. That should be green flag number one. Green flag number two. If you're in the community, you know that me and Jake and Jeremy and Andrew and Jay, all of us, really, like, when we say we're going to do something, it's done. At or before the time that we the timeline that we give. We've put a lot of time into this, and we've been audited. The contract has been audited and passed with InterFi. We plan to continue, the KYC through Ignite. I mean, just know that, like, if you're a part of our community, you'll see that we get stuff done, and that we're a legitimate project. Not to mention that the three of us in here right now, me, Jake, and Jeremy, have been a part of this space for a long time, and a lot of people know us.
Yeah, you guys are in like just about every coin I'm in too. I always see you guys.
Yeah,
so we know who you guys all are.
Yeah, we're close with a lot of projects, and a lot of projects are close with us. We've been working hand in hand with developers from a lot of other places, along with, if you look at our Discord server and our Telegram, we have a lot of guys who are running other projects who are involved with us. So if those don't speak volumes about who we are and what we're about, I don't know what does.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer, man. That's exactly what people are looking for. This kind of leads into this as well. Like, how do you guys? I ask everybody this one too because I don't think there's really a right answer to it. So I'm gonna see what you guys think. How do you think the issue of scam coins and rug pulls can be reduced or eliminated in the future?
With us. So we're gonna have features in place, right, that are gonna show you when your app is, or when your wallet, when you accidentally connect to Pancake Swap with two S's. It'll be like you're connected to this site, and hopefully make you realize, hey, this is a scam site. Along with that, being able to disconnect from sites and having like a dusting attack alert to know, hey, this token's a scam, based on reports that we've gotten or something or other. But yeah, it's a big problem, right? And it's a big problem that's kind of untouched in the community right now. People are just kind of trying to inform, and we're trying to make a platform that actively tries to prevent, instead of just saying, hey, don't do this.
Yeah.
we're gonna make it kind of in your face. We hope that we'll be like, hey, this is a scam. Like your assets are at risk. So,
do you guys think that launch pads should have more accountability with the projects that they launch and maybe vet them a little bit better? Do you think some of that responsibility lies on them?
I think possibly. I mean, look, if you're it, it it's kind of a hard question to answer, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't think Pink Sale in particular goes and looks at what projects, right? You just have the opportunity to list right now. I think it would prevent, right? Like I'm sure there are a million projects on Pink Sale that have listed that are obvious rugs, right? Obvious,
Yeah.
and that's why they don't succeed, right? But the ones that do, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a little bit of vetting would help, but that's difficult on the team. Now, that being said, Ignite is partnered with Tango. We passed Tango vetting. So if that's another reason people should be confident. We are in partnership with Tango Crypto after they have thoroughly vetted both our contract and our team.
Yeah, hardly anybody gets through Tango on the first time too.
So yeah, we take pride in that. It's a new partnership. It's something we're really excited about, and they're partners with Ignite, and Karuna, the guy behind Ignite. So we are vetted, we're secure, and yeah, we're good.
All right, so now this is a little bit more fun question here. Each one of you can have a chance to answer this. So, what are some passions of you guys outside of crypto? Like, what are you guys into outside of crypto? What do you guys like to do?
Well, for me, my kids, I got a 10-year-old son, James, and his brother and sister are 5, and Justin and Jenna. So they're getting ready to start T-ball, and the older boy's been in baseball, just got in the minors. So I'm actually kind of trying to heal up with a bad ankle right now, but I was on the line to be an assistant coach and stepping in more where I wasn't really a part of it much before, trying to get involved and help out in that regard. It's fun watching these kids when the baseball starts to click for them at that age, and just watching them develop like that.
Yeah, man, it's definitely exciting watching your kids grow up and find stuff that they love as well. What about you, Jeremy?
Man, I'm all about technology and motorcycles. I've been in IT for about 20 years. I've also got a newborn that was born a couple of months ago in December. So
Congratulations.
that keeps me busy along with my 6-year-old. He's in jiu-jitsu now, so that's a good time. Little Jack, and my baby's name is John, so it's fun, but trying to balance work life. And I work for a school district as IT, so been doing it a long time, man, and it's a lot of fun.
You getting any sleep yet?
Not at all, man. Not at all. Not at all. But I work better on like 2 hours of sleep, man. It's good. My brain's firing on all cylinders. I hit up APEC in the middle of the night with crazy ideas, like, hey, let's do this. Some of them he's like, no. And some of them he's like, yeah.
You're like, you need to get some sleep. You need 4 hours
right?
tonight.
I'll drop stuff in there in the middle of the night, and APEC will be like, bro, I'll get it tomorrow. And I'm like, no, this is just so we don't lose it, because if I don't write it down somewhere, I might forget about it.
I remember like initially, like they have like awesome ideas, right? It's just like there's no way that is a whole different project, and like I'll check it sometimes and I'll be like whoa, this is a lot of stuff.
Like, what's the most outlandish idea they brought to you?
Oh, dude, I don't know. None of them are crazy outlandish. It's just like there was the one Jake said about linking the wallet to DoorDash or something. That was funny. That one gave me a laugh.
Yeah,
Don't give away our taco coin.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, all these kids are people sitting on a computer and don't want to tear themselves away. And then before you know it, I've spent many a night before we had kids being up 1, 2 in the morning, not even realize that I hadn't eaten because I was playing Warcraft or whatever I'm into, And so if you could just make it seamless and be like, oh, yeah, cool, it's already right here. Click, click, click. Okay, cool. Back to what you're doing, rather than having to bring up any other site or anything like that. Just have it on the website. So I remember dropping in this whole tirade, and I'm not short-winded when I write these things up. So I'm sure when he does see it, it's like, oh, here comes a novel from Jake.
Well, no, it's just like it's scary because like I'll open the core team chat and I'll see a paragraph and I'm like, oh God, what went wrong? Like what I do wrong? But no, it's great. Like some of the most creative people I've met, honestly. Like I would have never thought of that. Like I'm not a very like creative thinker. But yeah, having them, especially on the community side of things, is great.
So what about you, Gavin? What's a passion of yours
We
outside
love
of
having you, bro.
crypto and computers and everything?
I enjoy. So I'm a big music nerd. I'm a guitar player. That's something I do in my free time a lot. Back when I'm home, I spend a lot. Of, all right, there we go.
There
Hello.
you go. Yeah, I
Okay.
got you.
Um, yeah. So I spend when I'm home, I spend a lot of time fishing. With Andrew actually. Him and I are big into that. So those are kind of my two biggest things. I play video games here and then, but yeah, that's kind of where my interests lie. And now this,
Yeah, this is
crypto
taking up
investing.
definitely a lot. All right, well this is a cool one too. Do you guys think regulation is good or bad for crypto, and why?
Oh, like SEC
That's
regulation.
yeah, that's two-sided right there. Because for me
Yeah,
personally, I think regulation would really scare out some of the scams and the BS that goes on.
Right?
But with that, the heavy hand that comes with it, right? So you can't ask for help in one regard and then get mad that they want to be in every part of it. So it's a slippery slope. Once we let them in to start to regulate, they're not going to stop, right? So if DeFi space is meant to be autonomous and all its
right.
own from any kind of centralized government and whatnot,
Yeah.
it's got to kind of be self-regulating.
Yeah, so I agree. Like DeFi is literally decentralized and anonymous, right? But the like when you go to cash out DeFi funds, you are you are subject to taxes and whatever. Like it is regulated. So I think the regulation there is cool, but it would also be really incredibly hard to regulate the DeFi space because everyone is a string of numbers and letters. Um, so I mean, would it be good? I don't know. Is it possible? I don't think so. So I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
would like
Go
I
ahead.
would like to see there be a way to imprison people that are known fraudsters. I think
Yeah,
the anonymity of it, where there's no accountability, they can just run off and do whatever they want if they got away with a good scam. That's the horrifying part of it. So if there was a way to round them up and put them on an island or something, let's do that in some international island somewhere where nobody has any jurisdiction from a certain country.
That's good, man. That's good stuff there. So, what do you guys think will be your biggest hurdle to overcome with developing the wallet?
um, personally, I don't know. I'm hoping
I
nothing.
can I can answer that one. I'm pretty sure our biggest hurdle is going to be the Apple Store. Getting the app on the Apple
Yeah,
Store is going to be one of the hardest things to do because even Trust Wallet can't get it completely through the D apps and everything. But we've got some ideas in place for that, and yeah, I think that'll be the biggest hurdle by far, getting it to work correctly with that.
but the biggest thing is having a working wallet. So as long as we have a working wallet,
All right,
Yes.
we've reached our final question here, guys, and Jake may have an idea of what's coming, but I'll give each of you a chance to answer this one. If you guys had to pick a fictional, literary, or historical figure, past or present, who would you want to throw it down with and fight?
Okay, I knew you were going to ask the question. So check this out. You're going to think I'm crazy. I think I would like to step in the ring with a fresh young Mike Tyson.
Whoa,
Really?
Right? Yeah,
what?
because I, as a kid, watched that dude just tear through everybody, and the school ground chatter was, you wouldn't last 3 seconds with Mike Tyson, kind of a thing. And it's like, I think it would be fun to be able to see if you could just survive for a little bit, maybe even land one. You know what I mean? If you could land one on the chin for Mike before he totally knocked you out, I think that would be a fun one.
I think you need some sleep. I think Mike Tyson's going to put you to sleep.
Like in The Hangover.
Oh
I was
man,
about to say I watched that last night. Yeah, that's exactly what popped in my mind.
that's funny. Yeah, that's
That's hilarious.
that's funny, man. Yeah, he just plowed through everybody. What about you, Gavin? Who you got?
Oh, geez. Who do I got? In a fight?
Anybody. It could be a historical figure. It can be a literary character, fictional character. I had somebody say Mickey Mouse. So I mean,
Dude, what?
it could be
That's hilarious.
anybody.
How about the dudes that ran away with like 2 million with Squid Games? How about
Yes.
those guys? Yeah.
It could be them.
Beat the hell out of those dudes.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeremy? Final one, final answer here.
Final one, huh?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say the guy that decided to start putting advertisements on YouTube. Fuck that guy.
You want to
And
fight
the
the
ones you can't click
algorithm?
through. That's it, man. I'm fighting.
That's awesome, guys. This was a blast. You guys did a great job. We got a lot of good information out there about your project. We had some laughs along the way, and you know, I'm excited for the launch, as I'm sure a lot of people are. Your community really seems to be growing really nicely, and I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck.
We
I love our
appreciate it,
community.
man.
You know, big shout
Hey,
out
thanks
to
a
all
lot,
those
Dirty
people
Mike.
that have joined us.
Go ahead. I missed that last part. Who you want to shout out?
I was just saying, shout out to all our community, man. It's a great community. You know, the more that you guys interact with each other, the better off we're going to be when all the negativity starts to try to show its head. You know, we love that everybody's keeping it positive and trying to help each other out. So, cheers.
All right,
We
that's
pride
sweet.
ourselves on the community.
Yeah, you guys definitely seem like you have a really positive community, and that's really it, man. I mean, you saw coins like Doge and Shiba Inu, go to skyrocket, areas with no utility whatsoever. So it really comes down to the community, really rallying together. So
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the opportunity for this, man. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
Dirty Mike.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I'll once I get this all set up, I will send this on over to you for you guys to post in your groups and get everybody to see it.
Awesome. We appreciate it, man.
All right,
Appreciate
guys.
it, man. Have a good night.
Be good. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank
All right,
you.
bud.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye.